Shalom and welcome to the Parak of the week. This week we are studying Pirke Avot, chapter 1, the 10th teaching, which reads as follows. Shemayah and Avtalyon received the tradition from them. Shamaya said, "Love work, hate being in a ruling position, and don't get too close to the ruling powers." So he has three teachings. Let's look at them individually. The first one is love work. Not just don't be ashamed of an honest day's labor, but you should love it, he says. And I think about the mitzvah of observing Shabbat, which says not only that we should rest one day a week, but that we should work the other 6 days of the week. Whoever you are, whatever your financial resources, the point is that if we are made in God's image, God is the creator, we also are empowered to create. There's a deep satisfaction that comes from a job well done. The rabbis in Shemaya's era were not paid to work full-time as rabbis. They all had jobs. Yochanan was a shoemaker. Hillel was a wood chopper. If we can love the work that we do, that is really a very special blessing in our lives. In Hebrew, the text tells us, secondly, that we should hate the Rabbanut. The Rabbanut is the contemporary Hebrew word for the rabbinate. So, should we hate being a rabbi? Should we hate rabbis? I think that Shamaya is telling us that if you are fortunate enough to work as a rabbi, that you should love the work for its own sake, not for any perceived rewards or honors. It's a general reminder not to abuse any position of authority in which we find ourselves. For example, as parents. It's a good practice to be self-aware and to seek opinions from others whom we respect. Don't abuse our own authority. It can be translated as hate authority. There are usually a number of points of view in any situation. So I think we can understand that we should not be so quick to assert authority ourselves or to accept someone else's teaching just because they hold a title or a position of authority. Finally, don't get too close to political leaders, to those in power. The rabbis were very aware of how easy it is for politicians to become corrupted. As a politician, as a political civic leader, you are subject to a lot of temptation. Perhaps there's a sense that those in office might be a little unreliable and maybe a little fickle in their friendships. The challenge that we face today is that so many good people don't want to have to deal with what it takes to serve in elected office. It has become so challenging to work in politics that those that we most might like to have representing us are too smart to get involved. So that is the tension that we face, and it's a good reminder to each of us as we get closer to Election Day that we need to really think about the personal qualities of the individuals whom we vote into office as our representatives. Shavua Tov, and may I be among the first to wish you a Shana Tova Umtuka, a healthy and a sweet 5781.